I am Dorothy Grasset. I am an atheist because I finally came to the conclusion that the only reason for my life had to be random. If there were a God, I was going to have distinctive words. But random means that basically I didn't do anything to deserve it. It freed me.
American Superior Judge Emily Elias has ruled that the Catholic Church must release the names of those connected with sexual abuse allegations dating back decades. The previous 2007 ruling allowed the Church to black out the names of high-ranking officials in thousands of documents related to sexual abuse. The Catholic Church has agreed to a $660 million settlement in 2007 related to those sexual abuse cases. The decision to release information is a victory for victims, and as well as news organizations like the Associated Press and the Los Angeles Times, who have long argued for the names to the public. Judge Elias said that the concerns over the public's interest in learning details of child abuse outweighed the privacy rights of priests and others. Before making the ruling, the judge said, "Don't they have the right to know what happened in their local church?" Over 30,000 documents, including letters, memos between church attorneys, medical and psychological records, as well as complaints from parents, must be uncensored and released by the church. Judge Elias made the stipulation that some redactions of people who played no major role would be allowed. Attorneys for both sides are currently discussing exactly how those names are to be chosen. When asked how long it will take for the documents to be released, Church attorney Michael Hennigan remained unclear. He said, "We have to see how big this mountain is." Lawyers for the plaintiffs, Ray Boucher, thinks it should take less than a month. Boucher noted that this is a very important and significant step. Clearly, my preference would be that the files be unredacted and the full names be released. But I understand there's a need to get out those files as soon as possible. Indian guru Asaram Bapu has received much criticism for his remarks over the rape and agonizing death of a young physiotherapy intern in Delhi. Bapu has stated that if the woman had chanted the Sarawadi mantra, she would not have stepped on the bus where she was violently raped. The self-proclaimed spiritual leader said, "She should have taken God's name and held their hands and feet. Then the misconduct wouldn't have happened. Mistakes are never from one side alone." Critics were quick to point out the guru's flawed logic. Activist lawyer Renda Grover wrote that what he is saying is that a woman must beg for her life and not fight back. People like Asaram Bapu are scared that women are now asserting themselves. Babu has refused to apologize and is defending his assertion by comparing his critics to dogs chasing an elephant. Using old metaphors for human behavior, the sanctimonious religious man said, "They can say what they like. I don't care." The guru has further stated that he is against harsher punishments for the accused, claiming that the victim is as guilty as the rapist, Babu babbled. Sunni Muslims, along with Kurdish ministers, failed to attend a recent cabinet session in protest of the Shi'ite-led government. The ministers' boycott of the cabinet meeting was intended to show Sunni support regarding an incident last month when security forces of Shiite Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki arrested the bodyguards of Sunni Finance Minister Rafiq al-Azawi. This led thousands of Sunni demonstrators to block a main highway in Iraq's Sunni province. The Sunni minority also asserts that the Shiite-led government has failed to address the idea of power sharing. In a counter-protest by supporters of President Maliki, an estimated 7,000 protesters marched in the southern cities of Basra and Karbala, waving Maliki banners in support of the Shiite-led government. Violence and bombings have been reduced dramatically in recent years, but growing tension continues between Shiite and Sunni. Worsening the situation are Kurdish deals with ExxonMobil and Chevron, which Baghdad sees as an unconstitutional challenge for control of Iraqi oil. The battle between the Sunni, Shiite, and Kurd for control over the people and control of the country's resources appears to have no end in sight. Lawmakers failed to agree during parliamentary talks over the past weekend on the demands of the minority protesters. As tensions and violence continue to escalate, many have begun to fear the sectarian violence that prevailed in 2006 and 2007 may return.